Bring us your baffling.
Bring us your audacious.
We want your sticky notes, sketchbooks, and scribbles. Let's pin them to the wall, kick them around.
Kick them around, see what happens.
Because we're in the how do I get this startup off the ground business.
The taking your business, global business.
We're in the problem-solving business. 400,000 people.
Ready to help you solve problems while they're still called opportunities.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Hi, I'm Mark Scafidi, and we're here for another episode of Zips Weekly with women's basketball coach Jodi Kest. Coach, you were gone last week. You had to step away from the team. Melissa Jackson filled in for you. How do you think she did?
Oh, well, she's a great coach. I mean, she's been with me for 8 years now, probably 4 or 5 as the associate head coach. And so felt very comfortable knowing her and the other assistant coaches would do a great job, and they did.
And the week got off to a little bit of a rough start at Ohio. What did you see, if you watched the game, that you liked?
Well, I mean, Ohio is a very good team, and they're tough to play and undefeated right now and tough to play at home. And, the thing that I took out of that game more than anything else was the kids never gave up. Had a bad second quarter, but came back the third quarter and the fourth quarter and, gave the energy that they needed to play. We didn't play well, but at least they never gave up. So hopefully we'll give them a better battle when they come up to the Jar in a couple weeks.
And Coach Jackson was able to bring home a victory over Eastern Michigan on Saturday in front of a nice crowd.
Well, yeah, Coach Jackson, and but it's about the players. And so when I left for a couple of days, we talked about that with the team. And I've always been a firm believer that it's about the players. Players, make shots. Last time I saw, I haven't taken a shot in 30 some years on the basketball court that actually counted. So it's about players making play. And I thought the kids did a good job of again fighting through adversity. They were down by 12. And came back and won the game. And it's a total team effort. It's about the players. It's about Coach Jackson. It's Preston Reed. It's Sam Pearce. It's Candace Jackson. It's the GAs. It's everybody. And just really, really proud of our kids. And I think I said Candace Jackson, but Candace Smith. And just really proud of that. It was a totally team effort.
Anita Brown and Hannah Plyman had big games in that victory Saturday night.
Well, they've been having big games for us all year, and we're really doing a great job of counting, on those two kids to come in and ready to give everything that they got every day. We just need, the bench to step up a little bit more and other players to give a little bit more if it's points, rebounds, defensive stops, charges. But, we need more than just those two young ladies to give us more.
Thank you, Coach, for being with us this week. Stay tuned right now where we're going to get some highlights in from last week's games. The women started off the week with a tough road loss to the Ohio University, 75-55. Anita Brown had 16 points and 8 rebounds. But now let's switch it up to the Eastern Michigan Eagles in the Jar Saturday night. Anita Brown gets a nice lane bucket there. Anita Brown taking it to the rack, goes up and under with a nice high off the glass shots. Anita Brown again, this time finding an open Hannah Plyman in the corner. She drains it. She was money from beyond the arc. Anita Brown with a nice pull-up jumper here. And Anita Brown led all scorers with 27 points, nabbing 9 rebounds. Hannah Plyman was big again with 24 points and 7 rebounds. Ply was 7 of 14 from the field and hit big buckets down the stretch. Akron took a lead with 4 minutes left and never looked back as the Zips win 75-72. Now let's switch focus over to the men's side where they hosted Northern Illinois on Tuesday and went to Ball State on Saturday. The men hosting the Northern Illinois Huskies, but Isaiah Big Dog Johnson right there decides to slam it home and say, not so fast, Huskies. Now, Antono Jackson deep from the corner. He drains the money ball. The Zips in clear control for a while in this one. Quan Cheatham was a big contributor up for the task. He led the Zips in scoring with 18 points. He went 5 of 5 from the floor and 4 of 4 from 3. The big dog, Isaiah Johnson, had a nice game as well. He had 13 points, as did Antono Jackson and Noah Robotham. They each had 11 as the Zips win 76-66 over the Huskies. Saturday afternoon, the Zips victorious over Ball State and Muncie, Indiana. Reggie McAdams led all scorers with 15 points and 8 rebounds. And now let's switch focus over to tennis, where we have some scores from the earlier matches on Friday and some highlights from Saturday versus Youngstown State. Friday night, the Zips hosting Niagara University. They would win this one 6-1. Sophia Geyer and Carolina Maximova both won. And also on Friday night, the Zips beat IUPUI 7-0. Geyer and Maximova also won as well. Now let's switch over to Saturday, where the Zips were hosting the Youngstown State Penguins. Sophia Geyer beat Anita Brendal 4-6, 6-2, 6-0 in the number 1 spot. The final Zip win of the night came with Shannon Nunes, battled hard all night long and won in the 7-point tiebreaker. The Zips would win this one 5-2. The Zips will be on the road against Wright State on Friday and will be back at home against Big 12 opponent West Virginia on Sunday. The Zip swim team was in action over the weekend, beating Xavier University in Cincinnati 170-72. Sadie Fazikis won the 50 backstroke, 100 individual medley, and the 100 freestyle. Saturday, the Zips beat Miami of Ohio 158-142. 9 Zips took home first place honors at the meet. The Zip track team was in action at the Penn State National last weekend. Freshman Curtis Richardson took home the top honors in the high jump. The Zips will be at home this weekend as they host the 12th annual Akron Invitational. In rifle over the weekend, Akron lost both Army and Navy. Navy defeated Akron 4,596 to 4,585. And the cadets from Army won 4,627 to 4,585. This week's Student Athlete of the Week is Quan Cheatham Jr. for men's basketball, presented to you by the University of Akron, Ohio's Polytechnic University. That'll wrap up our show today, but stay tuned next week for Zips Weekly when we have an all-new episode with highlights from both the men's and women's basketball action over the weekend.